Hello and welcome to Fit Bites with Prerna. Today is day 17 of 21 days of strong core challenge, and here we are going to do again some warm up as well as three different core challenging or core building exercises to get you through your 21 days of core challenge. The exercises that we are doing here are derived from American boxing, kickboxing, and the body combat training. So we are These exercises look very easy, but they are very difficult once you start doing that for at least for 1 minute, and you'll start feeling that your heart is racing more. You can feel warm up faster, and that's why we are doing. There are multiple styles of boxing. We are just doing the basic boxing where we are doing the punches and the uppercuts, where you are actually trying to throw a jab towards your opponent's chin. So you are using your elbow and the shoulder movement, and you're generating force even from your whole body since you're trying to twist your leg to apply more force. Just make sure you're doing this exercise correctly for optimal benefits through this warm up. This particular exercise looks very simple, but it's an absolute leg burner and thigh burner. You might feel little bit soreness tomorrow because of this easy looking warm up exercise, but make sure you are actually lifting your heel each time. And if it starts to cramp, take break and then continue with this exercise. This is very good for your buttocks, very good for your leg shaping and for your balance, as well as activating your core. If you want more information, you should watch the follow along video, a full-fledged video of this particular segment, so that you can see the exercise in detail and hear more details about how to do those exercises and maybe some modifications. So our first exercise is ball overhead with alternate leg drop. Here you can use weight, or if you don't want to use, you don't have to use the weight. It's just a very strong core building exercise when you do synchronized movement of the arm and the legs. So you drop the legs each time you're raising your arm up. Using weight actually stabilizes and activates the core even more, but it's up to you. You can even change the angle of the leg. Instead of 90-degree from the knee, you can raise that leg straight up to 45-degree or maybe more, depending on your flexibility. Just make sure you keep breathing and your back is totally flat over the surface that you are doing these exercises. Keep breathing and do this exercise in a very gentle way without arching your back. So our next exercise is supine clamshells, where I'm seen using a red colored elastic band. We also call it TheraBand, but you don't have to use it. The point is you just keep one leg stable while in this position with your heel resting on the floor, and then you just pull your knee towards the ground, and you can even keep your hand over the outer side of your thighs, or like closer to your knee, which is going down, and then control that movement to provide resistance. For a very beginner level, all you have to do is you have to just make the angle 35-degree, 45-degree, 50-degree, probably up to 60-degree, and then come back to zero on the top, and then you repeat the same thing with the other leg. What we are doing with this exercise is we are actually activating the core and even the deep pelvic floor muscle when we do this exercise. So one leg remains stable and the other leg moves. That means you need unilateral contraction of the same side of the muscle, and the other side actually stabilizes your body. Now you repeat the same exercise on the other side. So your left side will be stable on the ground and the right side knee will actually move towards the side. Maybe make a 30-degree angle, 45-degree angle, and then later on 50 to 60-degree angle in a very controlled motion, and then gradually come back. And at all times keep your back flat on the ground when you do this, and you keep on breathing. Don't hold your breath, otherwise you are going to activate your other muscles. We do not want that. We want the core activation when we do this. Now our third exercise is very easy and very classic one for the side of your abdominals, which is called oblique muscle. All we have to do is with our arms towards the side of our body, we are going to touch our heel one at a time on both sides, one at a time. So left side and right side alternating between the sides, and we do this in a very gradual fashion. And you can even start with all of your body lying down over the ground, or when you feel comfortable you can actually raise your neck and shoulders, keeping your neck neutral but raising through your shoulders, or maybe upper back. When you are more stronger in your core, you can even raise your upper back and do the same exercise. Just make sure that you are breathing throughout all the exercise, breathing in, breathing out. As told earlier, you always try to start from the 90-degree knee and hip position, and then gradually you do the leg drops, and you can add the arms with or without weight. So you can even add single arm and then gradually add both arm, or maybe add heavier weight or lighter weight or no weight at all, depending on your tolerance and your core strength. For the next exercise, you do not actually need a red band or a TheraBand or elastic band. You can actually do this exercise even without that. All you have to do is just control this particular movement. For that, what you can do is, if you want to move the right knee towards the side of the body, probably to the 30, 40, 45 or 60-degree angle, what you can do is you can keep your hand over the side of the right knee to basically apply the resistance, so your more muscles are activated. If not, you can also keep a plastic cup over the kneecap of the left knee. When you are moving the right knee, you keep a plastic cup, the rim of the plastic cup over the left knees, and you make sure that the left knee is stable. So that cup is an indicator that it should not move or it should not drop on the floor when you're doing this exercise. That means you are activating the core properly. Your core is basically holding that cup all together on your left knee when you are moving your right knee towards the side. You should repeat this same exercise or same version on the other side, and there's a fair possibility that one side is weaker than the other. So your plastic cup over the kneecap might be an indicator that you might need more support over one side than the other, or maybe not the resistance band but just the support of the hand. So in the other side, you just keep the plastic up over the right knee cap, and the left knee will move from 30-degree angle, 45-degree angle to 50-degree, 60-degree angle based on your flexibility from neutral position. And at all times just make sure that you are keeping your back fully rested, especially the lower back. It should not be arched, it should be fully rested over the ground wherever you are doing this exercise. If your back arches anytime, readjust the position and just try to do this exercise one more time, maybe taking rest or something, and then gradually restart. For this particular exercise also, make sure your lower back is touching the ground when you do this exercise. Some of you may be able to reach the heel, even your finger even higher than the or farther than the heel, and that's fine. It will depend on the flexibility. The point is to make the side of your abdominal muscles work so that your abdominal are more toned and your waist is cinched, and you can raise your shoulders, maybe upper back, and keep your neck neutral. Don't bend your neck too much while doing this exercise, and keep breathing. Breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. आई होप आपको ये वीडियो पसंद आया होगा, और अगर आपको ये वीडियो पसंद आया है तो प्लीज़ इसे लाइक, शेयर और सब्सक्राइब करना ना भूलें। थैंक यू सो मच।